everybody. How is everybody doing today? Forgive the coughing in the background. That was just my mother coughing. Sorry about that, guys, if you've heard that coughing. That was not me. So today we will be choosing one of 5 books to color. So we have Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I finally found this book, Hiding. I was so happy to find this book. You guys do not understand how happy I was to find this book after it's been hiding for so long. We could color one of these lovely pictures in this one, or we could choose something from World of Flowers by Johanna Basford. I've colored some of the pictures in it, not a whole lot in here. There's some really pretty pictures in here. I like some of the pictures in here. There's a lot of fun to color in here. Now, this is a Japanese one. This is Flower World. Yeah, today we're doing florals. Today I'm in the mood to do some florals if you want to do some stuff in there. It's a Japanese book, so if you guys want to see some of that stuff in there. Or we could do Rhapsody in the Forest. Hold on, guys. I'm getting a very unclear picture. Oh, my lens is not the problem. So we could do something from Rhapsody in the Forest. Here's one that I did in the book a long time ago. I did this a few Christmases ago. I think I did this, 2 years ago? Did this with gel pens. I did this with colored pencils. I liked how this one came out. This is always a really pretty book because it has some holiday stuff. It has some seasonal stuff in it. Here's another one I did for Halloween a few years ago. I've had the book for a few years now, so we could do something in this. This was one that I started and never finished because I forgot what colors I used in it. So that's always a bad thing when you forget what you did with it. Or we could do something. Hi, guys. Or we could do something from Secret Flower. Now, this is also one of those Japanese books. It has a lot of florals in it, but it also has a lot of girls and women in it. This has some things in it already done. So what would you guys like me to work on? Secret Flower. Rhapsody in the Forest. The Flower World. World of Flowers. Or Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. By the way, I just found this book today, so when I wasn't looking for it, I had been looking for this book like for the longest time. So what would you guys like me to work on? Ivy, World of Flowers, Flower World, Rhapsody in the Forest, or Secret Flower? Come on, guys, give me some. Tell me what you guys would like me to work on. Melissa, Crystal, if Kim's here. Got Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. We can work on Ivy. I don't like when the thing tells me my connection is unstable. Let's find a picture. See, this is a picture I've been working on for a while, but because I lost the book for it, I forgot what pencils I was using on this book until I did some gel pen work on it. Hi, Michelle. going to finish this up anyway. I know, right? Working on this for the longest time. Hey, that's important. This is not going to be. I think we might have to do this picture because that picture's not staying down. Oh, good. I also want to show you guys something I did. Somebody asked me to show you. I actually finished my second diamond painted off camera. So some of you may know what it was. Some of you may know what it was. I finished this big painting off camera. So some of you were asking me about the painting and how shiny it is. This is one that I did off of Amazon. I did this off camera. Yeah, I wanted to show you guys that so you guys could see what it would actually look like. That's okay. I'm going to show you guys what you did. That's the second one that I've done with it in frame. So that's what it is about the frames. It isn't it? I love doing things like that. And this is a pen. This is a Pentel Milky Pop. Some of this will be done in pencil. Some of this will be done in gel pen. Hold on, guys, while I put the thing. So this is the blue Pentel Milky Pop. These are really nice pens. And I'm so happy I found this book because I had been like going, where did I put the book? Book just didn't vanish. In my case, it can vanish. And this is the sparkle pot. I'll tell you a little hint about this book. Gel pens work really, really well in this book. It doesn't matter which ones they are because I've used all three of my gel pen sets: the Jelly Rolls, the Pen Pals, the Tan Knit, and the Arteza gel pens, and they work really well. This is a silver one. This is from the Gel Writer. This is like one of the last colors I have. Good afternoon, Jamie. I like this book. Well, some of this was done already, and it was a work in progress. I found this book actually by pure accident. Actually, I was going through some of the books, moving stuff around, and then, some of you know I've been trying to find it for like the longest time. Going, well, where is this book? I know I didn't just leave it. You can't just lose a book, can you? Well, in my case, you can. So I was like, okay, it's got to be somewhere. Just don't lose a book. Now this color is purplish red. This is a Pablo. Don't get me wrong, I love doing people and things like that, but sometimes you need a break from doing people, and sometimes you just want to do something a little bit different. The reason why I have a sheet behind this is even though this is pencil work and gel pen work, sometimes, some of the gel pens don't always come out the way that you want them to do it. The thing about Joanna's books is some of them are more like, if you ever go into the Lost Ocean book, that is so intricate and so tiny. You may spend a month just doing one section or one picture in there. Now, don't get me wrong. I think the book is beautiful in its own right. Hello, Candy. Look what I found. I finally found my Ivy and the Inky Butterflies. Now, some people, if you go on Facebook, you know that I've been crying because I have not been able to find this book for the longest time. And it was funny because I was moving some stuff around, putting some stuff away, and then all of a sudden, it was funny because I wasn't even looking for this book. And when I was looking for this book, I couldn't find it. Now, when I'm not looking for it, I find the book finally. Yeah, I know, because I wanted to do something a little bit different than people today. Oh, guys, if you go to Sackham's site, you know who Sackham's is. If you guys look at some Sackham's, she's the one that does all those pretty little girls and with all those pretty things with them. Well, she has a new book out. She just came out with it. So it's on Etsy. So she has a PDF version of it on her store if you don't want to pay the full price for it, or if you do. Me too. I was glad I found it. Need to make that green. Sorry, guys. I'm looking for my greens. I always like to look for my greens. These don't have to necessarily be greens, but they can be really nice greens. So this is green. Spruce green. Me too, because sometimes you wouldn't know. If you're someone like me who has a lot of books, and I mean, I have a lot, like, where is the book that you want? The problem with having a lot of books and finding is that sometimes you can't find the book that you are particularly looking for when you want to color it. It's like, where did this book go? I'm like looking for it and I can't find it. And so then I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do something else then. When you realize that that's not what you really want. So you're like, where did my book go? You're like, ah. You don't know, and so then you get a little frustrated. You're like, oh no, why can't I find this? I do want to show you this cute little thing that came in the mail. However, does anybody know what this is? I'll tell you guys, it's my new diamond pen. I got a new diamond pen. It was a little pricey, but it's nice. It's little, it's slicey, and it's thin. But you can put the cap on it when you're done. See, it's for diamond painting. And I got this, I think, from Drill Pen Frenzy. So then I got another drill pen from Amazon. I didn't know the pen was going to be this small, guys. I know this pen was going to be this small. I wouldn't pay this much money for it. So it's going to be bigger, like a full size pen. So that's what I got as far as things going on, isn't it? Sorry, guys, I need to sharpen it a little bit. Point gets dull. I like diamond painting, believe it or not. I find it very relaxing. Only thing is, I tried to do it up here, and I've only been able to do it with the partial paintings, not the full paintings. For some weird reason, every time I try to DP up here, I have issues happening. And we all know what happened last week. And as some of you know, I didn't stream yesterday, and I want to apologize for that, guys. But if you are a member of my Facebook group, you get the updates a lot more regularly from me. And I had to work yesterday, so I wasn't able to stream. And you guys know that this time of year is always going to be erratic with the streams because I don't know. Really? I didn't know you could do that. You need to show me how to do that with a dried out marker pen. How to do that. I didn't know you could do that with a dried out marker pen. See, you learn something from other people. You know, I'm going to say it's important, guys, too, to always try and be like, to try and finish up your works because I'm doing this one pretty much in order. You should put that on YouTube because I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who would like to see that also, Crystal, on YouTube. I love watching how-tos videos because I find that sometimes when I need to get something done or something happens and I can't do it, that those, mhm. I find that those ideas actually help people like myself. Another reason why I know what cases are what is because every case is a different color or a different pattern. So that's how I know when I'm doing well. I think I would never think to do that with a marker, that you could use the marker as a, this is apricot in the comments. I would never think to do something like that with the marker and turn it into a diamond pen. A very good use of repurposing. So I want to take a little survey. How many of you would like to see me diamond paint downstairs? Actually, do videos where they would be kind of like the old-fashioned color and chat videos, except they would be diamond paintings. How many of you would like to see me do diamond paintings downstairs in my house? I just want to see how you guys would like to see that video go down. Would you like that idea? Just to see how well it would get received. Oh, that's good. It's really good to see that you guys would like that type of video. Now my strip of carbons. And I recently found out, guys, that these pencils, the Shriffer Farbens, they just came out with a 96 set of them, which I'm really happy that they came out with that many. To me, that's a good sign that they came out. Yeah, and the new set has not only just the numbers on them, Crystal. Apparently, the newer set, which is this is set C, because when they came out with these, the set that I have is set A. I call it set A because they were the first. Then they came out with set B, which was the same exact set. Only thing was this new set had no names and numbers, but some of the names and numbers were slightly different than the first set. Now the C set, which is the 96 set, which is 24 more colors than the 72 set, has 24 new colors. And I heard different numbers and names for the pencils because they retooled them a little bit. So, kind of curious to see what the 96 set can do. Yeah, I know. They always change something in the way things work. Not that that's a bad thing, but sometimes you're like, hmm. This is number 78. Hi, Robin. How are you? We're coloring from Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I finally found this book after looking for it for so long. It was hidden behind some Millie Marotta books. And I'm still looking for my Fabiana book. Oh, thank you, Robin, for that link to the 96 set. And I'll tell you, honest to God, for the romantic country books, the pencils that work best in that is the Strip Performance. I love the way they lay down in that book. They lay down like butter in that book. Smooth, easy. I've been wanting to work in this book for a while because, it's one of the few Johanna books that I own that I really like. Now, a lot of people like World of Flowers. If you ask me, I do not have How to Draw Inky Wonderlands. So, what has everybody been watching, reading? There are two really good programs right now on Netflix that I seem to like a lot. One of them being Lock and Key, which is based loosely on a comic book. Sometimes I ask you for good recommendations because I used to read and then I got into coloring, so then it was like, oh, and things happen. This is number, what's that, 18, 16? Either 16 or 18. Yeah, I know a lot of people who like This Is Us. They rave about that show. They say it is so good, This Is Us. But I finished watching Sabrina the third season. Loved it. Thought it was amazingly good. And it's, here's the thing about Sabrina the Chilling Adventures. I didn't think I was going to like it because I felt like, oh, this is going to be another cheap knockoff, cheap remake of something that was already done. But I think it's totally different and interesting in a different way. Different shows appeal to us for different reasons. Um, there are things I like, and there's things that certain people will not like. I'm okay with that. Now, this is number 63. This side is done. I've not seen Mia Bear in a while. I hope she's okay. Well, you can always catch up with that show on Hulu. You know what I have found? That Hulu is a really great place for shows that you missed during the season. I really like that show, The Resident, but I'm also behind in that. You get caught up in other TV shows. I am looking forward to Outlander coming back this Sunday. I love that show. I read most of the books until book 6 or 7, and then I stopped reading the series, just because I fell behind. But I love the adaptation of it. I think it's great. I think it's sexy. Everything a good time travel show should be. Have you ever read the Outlander books, Robin? I think you would like that. I don't know why my picture's not clear today. Number 20. I have colored a little bit in it. I haven't been able to finish a picture in it, but I have colored a little bit in it. If I had been coloring yesterday on stream, we would have colored from my book called Zip Key. What it is it's a couple in love, and we would have probably colored from that yesterday. had I been here. That would have been what we colored in yesterday had I streamed. Because it was Valentine's Day, so. I think Forest Girl is a beautiful book. It's a very time consuming book, that one. Even though it looks small, there's a lot of detail work in that book. Hold on, guys. I want to see something. Is that better, guys, for you? I was saying they were having trouble with the lighting. Is that better? Sorry, guys. Sometimes, some books go very well, and then other books don't go well as they should. Number 37. Thank you. Sometimes you can't. Some things you can fix, some things you cannot fix. So, I like this book because it's also telling a story. When you have storybooks, it makes it a lot more fun because this is also a storybook, and you're actually helping to tell the story through your coloring. Now, some of you know that I like storybooks, and I like things that are going to be a medium that I can work in. Now, this color is number 27. Forgive the noise, my mother's is home today, so hence the noise. coloring and diamond painting are a lot alike. Diamond painting is a little bit like color by number, but what I like about coloring is that it relaxes you. I read the Outlander books like many, many years, even before there was a TV series. So I read them like many, many years ago. I read them like 10, 15 years ago, Robin. So, this was when I was a big time reader. So, I read them many years ago. So, it was a long time ago that I read the book. So, this was even before there was a series. So, take that with a grain of salt. But I do like the adaptation that they've done of it. Now, most times I don't like the adaptations because I find that the adaptations are like not a good way of doing them. But adaptation means they adapt in the source material. It doesn't mean that they have to follow the source material exactly. And this is a misconception that people have about, an adaptation means they should do everything exactly like the books. Well, they can't always do everything like the books. Well, there's certain things like special effects. This is color number 24. That's one way you can make the color change. This is number 1. That's one way you can make the color pop without it popping. So, don't worry guys, I'm just going through the thing. Getting another color from another set. This is burnt ochre. This is from my polychromos. Cloth. This book has a lot of detail. You wouldn't think it does, but it does. I've also been watching the new animated series that DC Universe is doing based on Harley Quinn. It's really, really funny. I didn't think I would laugh so much, but the humor in that is that the jokes are really, really adult. So I don't want to make yellow and orange. So I don't have them here. Sorry guys, I had to grab the my gel pens. But some of this is tiny, some of this is big. And this is a gel pen. This is 10 to 20 from the Tannic set. These are very tiny little things to do. Purple. And 15. You ever hate when the thing does not want to work for you? It's like it generally does not want to work well. I'm doing this with the Tannic gel pens. Little tiny, tiny little details like there is in this little grandfather clock. Little details. Drink some tea, that'll help you cough. Anybody have any suggestions for my mother to help my mother with her cough? She's not been feeling too good. You know, I mean, it was really, really cold outside earlier today. I was doing some little thing at the supermarket. Buy the things I need for lunch and do those little errands that we all know we do. And so I bought her some stuff for her cloth. Vicks Vapor Rub. They say that works really well. B2. The details are just tiny. So you have to be patient sometimes with your coloring. I'll tell my mother about that. So that looks nice. Good. This is a Pentel Sparkle Pop. Now, I got these in my last sketch box, which was the Chameleon Changing Color Pens. So we have not used these. So this is PK3. Now we're going to use our Christmas. And this is Deco Pink. Guys, I didn't think we would be spending about an hour on this picture, but I guess we are. Because that's how much line work is in it. Even a little picture like this. I have two colors here. I have True Green and I have Parrot Green. This is True Green. I know, right? It's like a pretty color. Like it just pops everything in that. But I also like the True Green. The thing about the Prismas is that they have very bright colors. You can't press too hard with them. They're more like a layering pencil. Or an outline pencil. And no two people are going to color an item the same way, even if you follow a tutorial or you follow the layout of what someone else is doing. There's been color ones that I followed along and then it's like, nope, I'm not going to do that anymore. I'm going to do it this way. Now we got the honey pot. Got this part to do, the yellow and orange. And this is yellow orange, neon orange. You know, the thing about a color along is it's there to help people who may not have an idea on how to do something. Or maybe get ideas from watching other people and other colorists on how to do something. So this is mineral orange. This is the one. This is the one color that doesn't actually sharpen well. For whatever reason, this is never sharpened well. This color. I went through 3 pencils in 1 month just because they wouldn't sharpen well. Hi, Alicia. We're calling from Ivy and in the Inky Butterfly today. I finally found it after about 2 months of it going missing. This is one book I'm actually coloring in order. Let's see if the swordfish. I think the color will be green sea glass or something like that. It's been a while since I've colored in this book, so you know, the thing with me is that I like to color a lot of different things. And sometimes I'm like, let's do something that's a work in progress that I've had for a while. And maybe I'll finish it, maybe I won't finish it, but at least I'll get some stuff done in it. These are chameleon fire. These are just pretty colors. But I actually use the stuff that I do get in my sketch boxes. I find purposes for them, so as we call it, multi-purposes or repurposing things. This is green G18. Let's do the curves of this. Who is that, Caroline Flack? I'm not sure I know her. It's sad that she passed away. I'm not really sure if I know which one that is. But there's a lot of people now in the community. I never watched Love Island, sorry. No, there's some shows that you don't remember. Then there's those weird shows that they're so bad that you have to remember them. Oh my god, that's a real tragedy. You know, that's very sad. You know, and then, I had a little bit of sad news too. My brother has this dog, a French bulldog, that he loves so very much. And as some of you know, my brother lost that dog this week. And then, it's become part of our family too. And this is glitter 1916 in the peach tube. That's very sad. He was a little younger than me. This is pretty. I like the way this is. I'm kind of glad you guys, I picked this picture because it was a fun picture to do. Normally I don't do double page, but because they take a really long time to do. So guys, remember there are other people streaming besides me. I know that there's a really nasty storm. A few weeks. I remember Sammy showed a picture of how bad it really is. Like things are being blown. It's like tornado level winds out there. It's just, pray for those people that they get through this storm. Hmm. I mean, you guys have been getting it really, really, like, that storm has really pounded you guys terribly. It doesn't matter where you live. Anybody would feel like, oh my God. More pens. This is gold I want, but it's in the Pentels. Pot. And no, I do not have refills for the Pentel Sparkle Pop. So once they used, they used. Would I buy them again? Yes. Hi, Color Me Jen. How are you? Everybody's been doing well. You know, we're all like kind of. Today we're coming out of Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. This was a picture that was already in progress, but I decided to finish it live. I had a few other books at the beginning of the stream, but we chose this one. Some of the details are really, really tiny in this picture. You have to like kind of be super careful how you apply. That's why I have the, especially in the little edges. Edge work is where I'm like the worst at. Thank you. This is from 5E and the Inky Butterfly. So, but you know, it's just been scary the way the weather has been all over the world. Australia, the UK. This is another Pentel Sparkle Pop. This picture has a lot of glitter in it. So you guys can see how much glitter is in this thing. So far, nothing going through to the other side, which is good. Sometimes when you color, you have to be careful not to put too much pressure or things go on to the other side that shouldn't really go on. Oh, that's my mother being home and being. It's been very frustrating. You know, I love my mother, but sometimes it's frustrating her having her in the house with me on days. You know, I also have to deal with, now that she's retired, I have to deal with her being home more. So it's different. Plus, I also had to work yesterday, so that was why there was no stream yesterday. If anybody's wondering, but some of you know this, that I work for an accountant, so right now is a busy time of year. So, and it hasn't even really been that bad this year. So this is light green. I always remember the bottles being green, like that sea glass green. My mother's been very sick too. She's not been feeling well. And on Wednesday, she's going to leave to visit my brother. She was supposed to leave my brother earlier, and then she got sick. It seems every time that my mother plans a trip, she gets sick or something happens right before she's supposed to leave, and that still derails her plans. And it seems to be happening again now that she's sick again. So I'm trying to give her medicine. I had her take some medicine earlier. It seemed to clear her head for a little bit. So we have finished a double spades spread in Ivy and the Inky Butterfly. I'm very proud of that. Thank you guys for helping me finish this whip, as I call them. So just put this thing up a little bit. This is the nice part about this tripod. You can put it up a little bit. Need be. So this side done. I'm really happy with this way this side came out. And you also. This is one of the books I'm actually doing in order. I hadn't been able to find it for like the longest time, and now I'm really happy because now I can find it again. You can see how it glitters when you put it up. I know. I like this. God. And now this is the next picture. This is one that I'm actually doing in order, this book, so thank you guys. I really like that. And, some of you also like the diamond painting. So, I want to say something. You guys can get not really there's some really nice canvases on Amazon that you can get, and they don't cost a lot of money. So if you guys want to get into diamond painting, but let's say you don't have the money to buy something from Diamond Art Club or something from Treasure Art Studio, there's plenty of nice diamond paintings on Amazon, and they're not a lot of money. But depending on what you get, some of them will be partial, some of them will be full. So this is what we've colored today. So this is really one of my favorite books. I'm really happy, you guys, with that picture. Now I can put it in there. Hi, Lori. I don't know, Alicia. I think you might like diamond painting. Diamond painting is fun. For those who missed it, in the beginning of the stream, I showed my second one that I finished, but I finished this one off campus, and this one off camera, and this one was done on Amazon, and this was an Amazon canvas. Now, I bought the frame myself, so I had to put it in the frame, of course, but once you see it, it didn't even cost me a lot of money. It was like, what, $12, $13 for this canvas, plus the cost of the frame, so it was really rather very inexpensive, the canvas, so I just want to show you that. So, yeah, for me now, it's getting to be diamond painting. I really like it. I find it very, very relaxing. I haven't started, well, I did start a new one on camera, but then we had some issues because the live went kaput on us when we were trying to do one. So I'm going to have to do them downstairs if I want to do them. And so they'll be kind of like the color and chats that I used to do. So, but this will be the next one I do in the book. So I am doing this book in particular in order. I don't think I've colored anything ahead of time. I'm just looking just to make sure. So I'll probably end up giving this book when I'm done with it probably to my niece if she's old enough to understand. Oh, you guys like jigsaw puzzles? You know, I used to love to do Sudoku puzzles, which are like the 9-number puzzles, the 9x9 puzzles, and I like to do them because they were so much fun and it tested my thinking. So I like to solve them. So, you know, for me, Sudoku is always fun because I can solve them, I can play with them. And then they started doing variations like Ken, 10 Sudoku. Then they would do the weird puzzles that look like kind of like a hexagonal chart, if that makes sense, with Sudoku. So they got more and more complicated. Me, I like good old-fashioned Sudoku puzzles, believe it or not. So. Oh, so you like paper crafting. What kind of paper crafts do you like to do, Laurie? I always like to hear what people like to do for paper crafts. Paper crafts are fun. So, and yes, I have not gotten the new Color in Heaven magazine yet. I think I'm getting that, and then 2 more issues, and then I'm done because I already paid my subscription in advance. But I'm not getting that the next 2 months because, well, I just am finding it a little pricey now. Plus, I'm running out of room, so I only want to buy the issues that I like. Don't get me wrong; I think it's a beautiful magazine. It's a wonderful company, but sometimes you need to go back and say, no, stop. Enough's enough. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this stream, and I hope everybody has a wonderful, wonderful weekend, and go see Color in F. And when if Michelle is on, go visit her as well. So everybody have a wonderful day. Bye.